If anybody else has a question, you didn't type it in there, you can go ahead and
So Tabitha asks if there's any info on retinal diseases. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Kevin,
Yeah, let me talk about that for a second.
yeah. Here's your answer.
Here's your answer. So, for those of you who know me personally, I run a very, very hectic schedule. I work with clients all day long, sometimes 3, 4 hours at a time. I'm working 12, 16 hours a day. Very stressful job. I was also getting married this year. We're also building a house, renovating a house, a lot of stress. And we wound up getting married in September and flying to Aruba for our honeymoon in September. I have my Aruba souvenir with me. So we flew down to Aruba. The next day I woke up and I had double vision. And I had double vision for a couple of days, and I wound up buying this eye patch in Aruba and didn't know what to do. So I actually went to the hospital on my honeymoon. The hospital admitted me to the emergency department. CAT scan was fine, EKG was fine, but the MRI, which they wanted to do, took 3 days because it's a socialized medicine country. And they said, look, we don't know exactly what's going on. They didn't know if it was a stroke. They didn't know if it was retinal detachment. They didn't know if it was a burst blood vessel, a tumor. Oops, let's turn off my alarm. That's my alarm to take off my patch. And so what had happened is back in September, I was in the hospital for 3 days. My right eye was pointing this way, and it was double vision. I couldn't line up my images to look at one thing. I would look at Tim and Amy, and I would see two of you. I would look at cars, I'd see multiple cars. And I've been wearing this eye patch for about 9 weeks. Well, guess what? I started wearing X39 in addition to the glutathione patch, which I have right here. And the glutathione patch I've been wearing for 2 weeks. And now my eyesight is fine.
Nice.
It's
Love it.
amazing.
The last 2 days I've been going without this eye patch. I just happened to have it on when I was driving just in case. But
Wow.
I
Love
can
it.
tell you it was not retinal disease per se, but it affected the eyes. And I've seen a
Yep.
bunch of retinal specialists, and I'm perfectly fine thanks to the patches.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Amen. And that's a great testimony, Kevin. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're able to share that with us. So, also in that link where there's all the testimonials, there are uh, eye improvement, different things like that. So, stem cells being reactivated in your eyes does help. So, I'll tell you my story. So, I don't have a retinal problem, but it is related to the eye. So, I had LASIK surgery many years ago, probably 25 years ago or something. They told me as I get older, I would have to have reading glasses, which I did. And then we're driving around for probably the last couple of years. Amy's been on me. You need to get glasses because I can't see. Not only do I have reading glasses now, but I can't see signs far away when we're driving down the road, expressway or something. I'm kind of squinting and so I went and got glasses in January of this year. Okay, so keep that in mind. January 2nd of this year, I got glasses. January 3rd, I guess it was, and I put the glasses on. Wow, I was blind. These things work great. I can see the signs far off. My vision is perfect. I'm 20/20 now with my glasses. Again, I start using the patch at the end of March. Okay, so I had about 3 months almost of using my glasses without the patch. I didn't know anything about the patch. Start using the patch. By May, I can't reconcile why my glasses are not working anymore. I'm having a problem with my glasses. Matter of fact, Amy and I drove from Charleston, South Carolina down to, or where are we going? Fort Myers. And at the end of the trip, I had to take my glasses off because I was getting a headache and I couldn't read the signs. I still couldn't see perfectly without my glasses, but I could see better without my glasses than with my glasses. I go back to the eye doctor, Warby Parker, and you got 6 months to get your prescription checked. So I go in there, and he puts my glasses in the little deal there, and he checks them. He said, "Yep, they made the prescription right. It's exactly what they prescribed. Tell me what's going on." So I tell him. He checks my eyes, and he's like, "Really? Better here or here? 6 or 8, 9 or 10?" You know how they do that? And he couldn't believe it. He said, "I'm so sorry. We messed this up. Usually, it was some other doctor. Doctor so and so is usually so good. She doesn't usually miss this much." I said, "So the prescription's off?" He goes, "Oh yeah, they're way too strong." So they cut my prescription back. Now, how else can you explain how my glasses worked fine for 3 months? Then they slowly started to deteriorate where the point I couldn't see out of the dang things. Then they checked my eyes again, redid my prescription, perfect. But guess what? It's been about 4 or 5 months since then. It's happening again. My glasses are too strong again. So retina, I'm not sure about retina, but my eyes sure are working better now. Brad, go ahead.
Yeah, Marianne's not here tonight. She has a church commitment, but if she were here, she'd tell you about 5 years ago, she was a fourth grade teacher standing in front of, I don't know, 26 fourth graders, and her retina in her left eye detached. And so everything went dark. We got to a good ophthalmic surgeon, and he began to the process of reattaching the retina. It was successful, but her eyes continued not to work together. She had to wear glasses to get her eyes to work together to drive and different things. She was been on the X39 for a little over 6 months, and about 3 months ago, so about 3.5 months into it, she went to the for her checkup on her eyes with the ophthalmologist, and she noticed that her eyes were working together for the first time after about 3.5, almost 4 months. And all of a sudden, her eyes, and she said she thinks that the X39, what it helped with was not the retina. The retina is attached and working, but it's her brain cohesion allowing the eyes to work together. So something with the brain helped her be able to see much more clearly, and she really doesn't need the glasses to drive or do things around the house. So, but she would tell you about that. So
yeah, that is awesome. So there's another great testimony. Yeah, you literally don't have to look that far. I just had somebody send me a testimony about improvement of seizures just the other day after wearing the patch only for a few days. I mean, just unbelievable